You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Discover hard couple months, but this enough so you can know what's up in the hood.
Settle back and tell a friend, we recording this. If you don't document it, then it never happened. If you don't document it, then it never happened. If you don't document it, then it never happened.
This is performance poetry. What we basically do in performance poetry is we'll go and we'll read through a poem that another poet wrote. We'll write a similar poem to it, like say we did one about, like we read one about rap, we'll go ahead and we'll write one about kind of like the same way. And then once we do that, we'll go and we perform it in front of the whole class, in front of the whole group. And then we'll give each other positive critiques on it, you know, like what we can do to improve on that. We then edit either each other's poems or our own poems, or either Felicia or Lamont, the people that are in charge of it, they go and they edit it for us. And then what we do is we perform them again once they're all completed.
And there's also people that come in that are experienced poets, and they open the doors to us and they teach us about how there's different ways, like Susie said, to write poems, and they just practically show us their work. And like there's always like some funny poems, there's group poems, things like that.
Yeah, and what I learned about performance poetry, that writing is not just putting your thoughts on a piece of paper. It is, but you gotta put a lot more work into it, you know, like you gotta have your topic and all these things, and then you gotta edit it, and then you gotta perform it, and it's also like acting, you know, but it's a very, very good program.
My name is Jonathan Vasquez, and my poem is called When You Hear the Word Peace. When you say the word peace, I bet you wish such a word ever existed. You imagine yourself in your happy place without it being a reality. I imagine myself fulfilling every dream, like being rich with a big family, with no worries, like knowing I'm gonna have a good day every day. My own little paradise in Miami, with no violence, no arguments, no conflicts. Just everybody filled with a smile on their face. You think that could really happen?
My name is William Hernandez.
And I'm Idalia Gonzalez.
The name of our poem is
I Cannot Fall for You.
Who knows?
This can be a sunny walk in the park.
But then again, it can still rain. I'll get lost among your path.
You've got to let me know you are not the man who I'll fall for.
This is not Romeo
and Juliet,
where I fell with just a stare.
But you stared back.
Fell in each other's eyes, a place we've never been. Until now.
Do you know what I know?
Do you know Victoria's Secret?
Well, I do. This stare.
No words. You told me everything.
But everything was too much.
Interaction to a whole world around you made me wake from my escape into the contradictive path into your mind.
Where I was shown the real you.
Where we are not compatible. Uncompatible to fall deep into my heart. To feel we must never be apart.
I feel unsure. I just don't know. There's something about you that yells
no.
It might be something from my past.
The resemblance of a love that didn't last.
Because in the end,
I cannot fall.
For you.
The process, when we write, what we usually do, you know, sometimes we watch a movie, or sometimes we have a guest speaker coming, you know, give us a piece of their mind, and he or she will usually set the motto of, you know, what type of theme our poem is gonna be. Justin.
Each week we have like a different theme. Like 1 week would be innovating poems, and the next week probably like group poems. When we did the group poems, we all had to like get in little groups, and then we combined our ideas to make one big poem.
Yeah, and another thing is they also time us, you know, to kind of to race ourselves, to see how fast we could ram these thoughts down on a piece of paper. It makes us better writers. It, you know, makes us better readers as well.
Before each session, we'd have to do like a free write so we can get our mind flowing. Maybe Felicia and Lamont would give us the subject, and then we'd write about it.
And the thing they also do is free writes. Free writing is where you get, just to spit your mind. It doesn't have to make sense. You just write whatever's on your mind on paper, and you never know, that could be famous one day.
different elements of hip hop and make performances and perform around Chicago to help, social justice and other issues in the community.
We teach social justice here. We use the strengthening of our skills, especially in the hip hop culture, to keep the hip hop culture close to home, and then use that as an expression, as an outlet of resistance against a lot of the issues that we see that plague our city and that plague our communities and our society.
If there's one message that we're trying to get across to the youth that's in Copelinks and the people who see the different performances that we put on, is that everybody has a voice and it takes only one person to stand up if they feel like something is wrong or they want to fix an issue in their community, because there's strength in the youth and strength in numbers, and we're trying to encourage our youth.
Copelinks here, we stress a role to play a role in the community. We all come together, we circle up, we give each other respect every day. We stand in a circle and do something that's called passing the peace, which is we acknowledge everyone in our space. It's something we think is important, and it's something we try to tell everyone to carry on throughout their lives, is to respect their fellow peers.
Peace, love, respect for myself, for everybody, paz, amor, respect for todos. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So it is.
It's all about peace, love, and unity, working together as people and coming together as teenagers and children, whatever, we accept all ages.
It's a family, first and foremost. We a group of artists put together from an urban environment, and we try to embrace all hip-hop elements.
Graffiti work, breakdancing, footworking, poetry, MCing, whatever it is that you do in hip-hop.
Just want to creatively express yourself, make something beautiful.
I realize some folks can fight forever. Just a moment of what we had, you and me.
about giving like the youth a voice, an arena to voice how they feel about the different things that's going on in the community, such as violence, gang violence, teen pregnancy, teen abortion. And currently this summer we've been focusing on something called food deserts and a food liquor project.
So all over the U.S. and in Chicago especially, which is what we're talking about today, we see this issue that's called food deserts. And it's where you can go to any neighborhood and visually see the lack of resources in that neighborhood, be it a lack of grocery stores, which is where the word food desert comes in. The fact that a lot of people have to travel a lot to get groceries, to buy good food for their families. There's all over the place we see food and liquor stores where the signs on the store say food and liquor. That you can go to a place that sells you both something that's not good for you and then also food that's not good for you, like chips, like cortisone juices.
What we got? Chips and cheese, peppers on the side, 20-cent juice. Y'all better open your eyes. You better open your eyes. You better open your eyes.
Violence showcases its talent in front of our liquor stores. No common ground with the local market, and our cries are not heard. Tired of the lack of resources we've been served, so we protest and demand for what we already should have had. Crossing barriers, carrying bags, and being shot at. We don't want that, at least not anymore. So build us the grocery store we deserve.
I'm Shay, and I'm Tasia, and we're here at Kumba Link's Performance Ensemble to learn choreography. Some hip-hop choreography, so let's see what they got in store for us, and let's try to learn these moves. Let's go!
It's fun. They got a lot of activities you can do in here. You know, you can do poetry, you can do art, you can do footwork, you can do break dance, you can do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you get in here, just enjoy your time because it's fun. So that's all I got to say.
What I love about it is the vibe, the family vibe. The thing is that I could come here and feel like I'm in a second family, and I feel comfortable. This is like a safe haven, a home away from home kind of thing.
I like being around people that are just like me and meeting new people and like constantly meeting new people and constantly getting new experiences and just being around the atmosphere is always the best part of Kumba Links, and just being able to do what you love without criticism, and if there is criticism, it's constructive criticism.
What I love about Kumba Links is it was something different when I first began, and now it's become something that's very comforting to come to, and you know, going different places and meeting people is something that I love.
This program runs all year long through After School Matters. There's a summer program, a fall program, and a spring program that allows for, kids can sign up through After School Matters, and then they come here, or people just come here by word of mouth. We are open to anyone, really. You can come. We call them drop-in artists, so if you want to come take classes, you can come here to the space at Clarendon Park in Uptown.
The ages range from 14 to 21, I believe, for after school matters. But for people who are older than 21, we have a lot of members who are older than 21. They can come in and participate in the drop-in arts program, strengthen their skills and their talent in the different hip-hop aspect areas, and maybe become teaching artists one day.
What up, y'all? Cuba Links. We out here having fun, keeping it positive, you know what I'm saying? Just, doing something positive for the community. Just showed y'all a couple of pieces, a couple of poems, and just scenes of how life should be here and in every neighborhood. So there's a problem, and there's always a solution to a problem. We just don't address it the right way.
1, 2, 3, we asking you what you speak. So shout out to Unity. We speak in Cumberland's YO. 1, 2, 3, we asking you what you speak. So shout out to Unity. We speak in Cumberland's YO. Peace. Peace. Love.
Missed 18 years, a great moment in my life.
She missed out 16 years of my life. She was never there. She left me so lonely and abandoned.
Because he wasn't there, he made me a stronger person.
Without any struggles, there's no progress. It makes me stronger every day.
It made me think about the past and my father.
It feels weird because everybody's watching my life story.
I don't know if I could put him in my life.
I wrote, now I'm 16 years old, and I blew out my candle lights, made one wish 16 times. It was to have my mom back in my life for the first time ever. That lady that brought me upon this world abandoned me when I was 2 years old.
Daddy, out of 17 years, you wasn't there. 1 to 3 birthdays or 6 to 7 visits doesn't mean that you was there. In the next hour, minute, and seconds, I will be 18.
Born into a world of jealousy. Everyone loves me, but is too afraid to admit it. Just another typical day in the life of a princess. No, a queen. I see insubordinates who bow at my feet, only dreaming they could be me. All the popular kids, they want to be my friends. But my one true love is the mirror. I stroke my hair repeatedly. I reapply my makeup, only to be worshipped by these inferiors. I am above everyone and below no one. I am beauty in capital letters. I am one of the few, the proud, the conceited.
My name is William Hernandez, and my poem is called Channelist. Big guy, you always see him, but you rarely get his attention. Taking a test. A, B, C, D? There he is again. Hello, can you help me? Hello? So you do the little chant. Channelist, I need you, don't fail me now. This I cannot do, show me how. He comes and tells you see, cause it starts with his name. Big guy, you always see him, but we rarely get his attention. You're gambling. Hit me, 29. Hit me, 20. Hit me, 21. Hit me. 30. Oh God, you're stupid. Channelist, I need you. Don't fail me now. This I cannot do. Show me how. Try it again. Hit me. 10. Hit me. 20. Hit me. 23. Guess you can't always win. That is the truth. But don't get on his case, because he will never help you again. Big guy, you always see him, but you rarely get his attention. Oh, please make him look at me. Oh God, I hope I'm not pregnant. Oh God, I hope he sticks around to pay child support. This is where it starts all over. There's not a ratio, there's not a statistic. As long as you believe, he'll come and help you.
My name is Andres Perez, pero my poem is named Sickness. Why you trying to make me sick? Don't sneeze on me, don't touch me with those dirty little hands. You never heard of soap and water? The thought of the sickness you carry in that one single hand, that one single sneeze, the cough that comes out of your mouth. How dare you touch me with that sickness? I don't know what you have. Next time, remember to wash your hands. You don't know what sickness you just got. I don't need to be sick from you because I'm sick of being sick. I just have a thing about sickness. It irks me. Who the hell likes to be sick? I know I don't. Do you? Ugh!
Out of all the performers that were here in performance poetry, the few that stuck out were a group from Deaf from Below, and they had a way of performing that was like comedy, partially comedy, and like acting at the same time. So that really caught my attention. That they had a way of comparing their lives and their past experiences with the things that we're going through. And that really mixes up because we're going through the same things they have been through. And so when they do their poems, it makes sense because they have a great, amount of knowledge about what we've been through. And future that we went to was to the Metro to listen to Louder Than a Bomb, which was also very cool.
Many guest speakers came to performance poetry, and ones that stuck out most to me was Malcolm because he brought in a guitar and he showed us that we can convert our poems to whatever we want to, whether it be just a poem or a song. Sharif, he came in and he beatboxed and he showed us how we could put beats into our poems. And Narciso, he came and helped us with our performance because he helped us show that we should let go of all of our fears when we perform so we can perform to our fullest. And I say that they are the ones that helped us the best be who we are now.
It was pretty cool that we had guest speakers come in every week, and they would show us, they would perform poetry for us and different ways. And it was cool, we got to hear different types of poems. And my two favorite ones out of all were, they were Kevin and Seymour, because I like the way they were performing and they put rhythm and beat in every word and the poem itself.
One of my favorite moments in performance poetry was when we got to do collages. We had to write about where I'm from. Basically what we did is that we had to describe everything in our neighborhood, and then we put it into pictures. So it's basically, this is all that we did. Put it into pictures, then we describe our poem.
My favorite moment in performance poetry was when I first stepped into the room. That was one of my favorite because I got to see familiar faces and I got to see that more people got accepted. Another one of my favorite moments was when everybody would go up on stage and perform their poems, because when you saw them up there and they would start reading it, you can tell that they were passionate about it.
Hi, I'm Amber Williams. With the pants that fit your bottom and your shirts that cover up, your Abercrombie, Gap, and Old Navy, with every single syllable pronounced. I'm finna go to the stove, I say. Like a smack across the face, I'm going to the store, he says, with a chuckle, making fun of me. Who is he? They come into the room and with their ha-ha-has like fingertips strolling down the keys of a piano, and their good jobs, executive this, VP that, nice suits, high heels, Italian leather, suitcases too. Their homes with the grass nice and green, and the whole house sparkly clean. Maybe the windows draped with silk. When you walk down the block, you know who lives there. If it's them or them. The sun shines brighter on their cursive-written homes, and the night be warmer on their pearl of a neighborhood. They are the bright, they are the white.